Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video, I'm gonna describe and also I'm gonna give you some tips when you go to USA via road. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please gonna subscribe right now. So guys, I have made a few trips to USA by road where I have taken my car to USA. So if you are a Canadian citizen, you don't need a visa to travel to USA for tourism purposes. Again, based on your purpose, you may need a visa, so that's fine. But for tourism, it's not required up to 6 months. So I made some short trips, so it was okay for me. So what happens, like when you reach the border, okay, make sure you plan in advance because they have apps and all where you can see the current wait time at the border. You don't want to get any last minute surprise for other things because it also depends upon time of the day and a number of booths that are open. So when you go there, I have already published those videos. You can take a look at that also, like recordings of Detroit border and also Niagara Rainbow Bridge border. So like find out a suitable place where you can stand in the queue and don't break the queue. Like you cannot jump the queue. But yes, if you are in Q1 and you see that in Q2 there are less cars and there's nobody coming from the back, you can go over there. That's fine. Now, lot of us, when we go on holidays, we tend to have music being played in the car. But when you reach at the border check booth, make sure you turn your music off because you have to be respectful to the officer. And if officer says something to you and you cannot hear because of the music, that doesn't create a good scene, right? So, like, turn the music off if you have any. Then you know that what the officer will ask for your documents, right? So keep your documents handy. And also, like, even for the back seat of your car, put the window down so that officer can see from the booth. Like, officer has all the rights. If the officer wants to check your car, he can come out of the booth and check any inch of your car. Okay, he can ask you to open everything he wants to. So he will come out and like. In my case, like I had already put it down so he could see the passengers behind me as well. Next is like documentation. That is about your travel documents. So as a Canadian, you hand over your passport. But if you are not Canadian, let's say you're a permanent resident and you need a visa, then you hand over again you will hand over your passport and you should also say that you are a Canadian permanent resident. If you're a visa holder, say accordingly. And you know that if you're not Canadian, you need to fill I-94 if I'm not mistaken, that custom or declaration form. So that if you do it in advance, I mean, you pay the fee in advance, that's always good. Because for the first time when you go, you have to go inside and answer the questions and get biometric and other things done. But like if you pay in advance, at least you will not be standing in the paying queue. So that will save some time for you. So I would highly recommend you do it in advance and then you go at the border. The border guy, if he hands you over a receipt or something, make sure you keep it safely. And then like he can ask you any question related to your purpose, related to your duration, what you are doing in the country. He has all the rights. So make sure you be respectful. Do not think like, oh, somebody is trying to get into your privacy. No, that's not his job. His job is also not to kick you out from the country or stop you from entering the country. No, that's not his job. His job is to verify you. His job is to protect you and his country. So he's doing his job. So if you have nothing to hide, do not hide. Anything he asks, make sure you put concise answers, to the point answers. Like in my case, he asked, "Where are you going?" I said, "Where?" He asked, "Hotel reservation?" I said, "Yes." How many days? I had proper answer. Anything he asked for, just say the answers. You know how to deal with it. So after all that, you can I mean, after that, you can just get through it. It's not a big problem at all. They're like very, like, again, it varies from officer to officer. In my case, all the officers I have encountered till today have been very friendly. and I was allowed within a few minutes. In one case, when I had a passenger in my car who was not a Canadian citizen, then we had to go inside and complete I-94 biometric and all. Other than that, everything was smooth. And even in that case, because all other passengers were Canadian, so they just like our passports were sent inside, and when we went in, we were called immediately within a few minutes, and we went through the process and we were on our way. So in next, so that gives us a good lesson. That's it, guys. And yes, carry the items you are allowed to. You can find out the list of the items that you are allowed to carry to USA and the items you are not allowed to carry. So do not carry anything you are not allowed to, because the officer can check you and you can be put under penalties if you do that. And be very clear with your declaration about what he asks. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.